And it was at that point that I also saw the six faces that kind of bubbled up out of the muck. They would say a few words that I couldn't understand, then they'd disappear again. And those faces were very important because they turned out to be veridical time anchors that linked events in my phenomenological experience with events in the earthly realm. Because five of those six faces that appeared to me were of family and friends who were physically present the last 24 hours of coma. Of note, there were many family and friends who had been present earlier in the week who I had zero memory of at all. So in other words, having them at that point helped to anchor most of the spiritual experience between days 1 and 5. And the reasons in Proof of Heaven why it's not days 1 and 7. It has to do with one of the other faces I saw, which was of Susan Renchitz, an old family friend who had done a lot of channeling work to heal people, including a lot of people in coma. She wrote a book called Third Eye Open. And I remember my family reached out to her early on in my coma, seeing if she could help. And she did channel to me on nights 4 and 5 of my coma. And I was as aware of her presence as of anyone else's. And that's why in the first days after I came back, I was reporting the people who I'd witnessed, because now I knew who the faces matched up with. And one of them was Susan Renchitz. So I said, Susan must be here. And they said, well, she never came within 120 miles. She channeled here Thursday and Friday night, nights 4 and 5 of coma. And I remembered her very vividly as kind of being there to kind of help me come back to wherever in the world I was coming back to.